much to all the guys who've come here, being a Saturday, and I see a lot of people around here trying to understand what we're going to say. Thank you so much for coming on a Saturday, actually. Thank you, Praveen, for hosting this event. My name is Raj Chadankar. I am the CEO of Systems Forever. Just a brief background before I tell you the actual purpose. So I've been working with the Indian government for the last 2.5 decades and contributing significantly in terms of establishing niche technologies into nanomachining and building some very unique mirrors for space telescopes. I started my venture into the defense domain around 2010-2011, and the purpose that we are here now for is that we are announcing a technology buyout with the licensing rights for manufacturing microbolometers. It's called an uncooled sensor, which is the heart of all thermal imaging and night vision devices from Delhi of China. And we have the technology provider chairman, Mr. Hu-Ming Peng. So let us give him a big hand. He is here specifically to sign the contract which we did this morning. He is at the left, flanked by Kathy, who also is the translator and the sales manager for Delhi Group. Delhi has been very instrumental in doing a lot of work for night vision devices and thermal imaging. Already established in the global market in this field, and capturing a sizable percentage of the market, I guess around 10 to 12%. You will interact with Mr. Peng, and Mr. Peng, you can ask as many questions you want to ask. On my left is the most eminent retired Major General, Mr. Singla, who has been served the Indian Army for over 3 decades and has been with the Indian Army for 3 decades. So a big hand of applause to Major General Singla, who is also now taking part in this journey of trying to offer a complete system to the Indian Army under the Make in India for thermal imaging and night vision devices. On my right is Lieutenant Colonel Narula, who is also retired but a Make in India advisor and also a part of the Department of Science and Technology. So a lot of applause to Mr. Narula. We have signed a contract to buy out this technology, which is called as a microbolometer, and it's called as an uncooled sensor. Briefly to explain you, every Indian soldier, Indian Army or the Indian Air Force or the Indian Navy needs a thermal imaging device. If you look at the spectrum of thermal imaging, we have a spectrum which covers from 3 microns to 14 microns. And the 7 to 14 micron range is where the uncooled sensor predominantly works, and this is where there is a huge demand for the Indian market. India has been importing these sensors for the last many years, and this has been one of the biggest challenge for most of the users in India, is that they have an optics, they have the design knowledge, but they don't have a detector, and without a detector you are unable to offer a complete system. Everybody is aware of this who is in this domain, that there are only 2 large manufacturers in the world, and which is the FLIR, based in the US, but as everybody is aware that most of the US night vision and thermal imaging devices are under the ITAR guidelines, that's the international traffic arm regulation, which don't allow them to export. Ulysse is one of the other biggest manufacturer, which is based in France, but they also have their own export controls. But obviously, these export controls are cleared, but there is a time lag. Sometimes you have to wait for a detector, and if you don't have a detector, you can have everything, but then you don't have a thermal imager. And this is one of the biggest issues that has been addressed today, be it in the Indian Army or the Indian Navy or the Air Force or the command headquarters or the coastal guards. We have one gentleman from coastal guards here also. You can interact with him and also get more information. Dali is doing significantly well in the uncooled sensors. They have a significant market. They have established this product, and it was very nice of Mr. Peng to look upon India as a very emerging market, and this is how we initiated a dialogue, because he's Dali is a very big company, and he actually just come down to sign the contract and to be a part of this press release. There is a huge requirement for these in India and globally. In India, if you see every weapon sight, everything that sits on a gun, any weapon sight would need a thermal device, and that's the uncooled sensor. And we have the uncooled thermal images, we have the multifunction handheld thermal images. A huge market is already in the Indian market, but what was most important is, when we decided to sign this contract, most of my global partners were also very excited with this Make in India concept, because Make in India, really I must thank our Honorable Prime Minister to have taken this initiative of Make in India, because this is the only platform which can allow Indian entrepreneurs to offer complete systems to the Indian market and also to the global market, and which is rightly so, because if you see any technology buyout and a Make in India product not only serves to the Make in India demands, but at the same time it also can cater to the global neighboring hubs, and also the technology provider also sometimes would want to have some of the quantities bought from this Indian technology joint venture. So if you see, it's a purely win-win situation, and it is really motivating all of our entrepreneurs to take this ahead. We are seeing quantum jumps. We are going to have a quantum jump. We are going to have, we're going to set up a facility with almost 30,000 detectors per annum, and we are very shortly going to upscale it to twice the size. So this is the market that we're looking at. This is the technology, and this is probably we will be then the third in the world, along with Dali, to offer these uncooled sensors. That's for now from my side. I now give it over to Major General Mr. Peng to say a few words first, and then to Major General. Mr. Peng, please go ahead.
各位先生女士，这个下午好，很高兴能够参加这个新闻发布。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are very happy and very honored to attend this conference press release.
我从昨天早上来到这个孟买这个城市，我跟这个拉吉先生经过友好的洽谈，在刚刚今天签署了我们两家的合作协议。
Mr. Peng flies to Mumbai yesterday morning, and after deep discussion with Mr. Raj, we finally signed the contract for uncooled barometer sensor contract this morning.
刚才这个拉吉先生已经介绍了这个非制冷焦平面探测器在我们这个专业里面有个非常重要的作用。我也很高兴，我们这项协议签署以后， 在不久的将来，在印度能够实现本土的制造。
Mr. Raj already introduced the importance of the uncooled thermal sensor for the application of the night vision and the thermal night vision equipment. And we also see the future of the Indian market if we cooperate in this sensor business cooperation.
我希望通过我们两方共同的努力，在不久的将来，我们这个非制冷焦面探测器能在这里批量的生产。
And we hope in the near future we can finally just mass production of our uncooled thermal sensor in Indian market.
再次感谢你们来参加这个发布会。
And thanks again for all of you to attend this conference press release. Thank you.
I'll now hand over the mic to Khandan Narula Sahab, and he will probably throw some light on this technology.
Actually, I must tell everybody present here that what Mr. Raj has done for this country will be known after 2 to 3 years, the effect of it. And it is an amazing step he has taken. I think he should be given more than a clap, and I personally stand for his efforts. I met him 3 years back in the Thorium Energy World Conference in Navi Mumbai in the Bhabha Atomic Center. I work on various technologies. We have an incubation center in Pune where we support startups, and we call it the Dhi Knowledge Foundation. Dhi as in Sanskrit is knowledge. So I had total faith on his vision that one day he will understand the value of Make in India. A lot of people under Make in India flag try to bring in products, whereas the armed forces today are changing their philosophy of procurement from product based to solution based. He understood that thing from me and from our senior executives like General Singla and others who know the technology, and he's managed to bring in the niche technology, which is the seed technology of all the night vision systems based on thermal. It is like a seed which you don't have, and we try to have better basmati rice, but where is the seed? Where is that quality? We want to have a beautiful chicken breast, but where is that particular mother which Venkis and other people brought? We want to have a great milk early morning, but where is the technology to bring in what the milk revolution happened in Gujarat? He made sure that the seed technology is brought to India, and the benefits are then accrued to the product, which is the final thing. As he brought out already, India is one unique country which fights battles in all types of terrains. We fight battle in jungle, we fight battle in desert, we fight battle in the highest altitude of the world, we fight a battle in the sea. See our seashore. The whole Indian Ocean region needs us. That's a thanks to Coast Guard to have come. So every battlefield has a unique requirement, because battles are fought at night, of seeing the night, converting night into day. And we used to depend on so many foreign invested powers who would just steal away our budget. As he already brought out, thanks to the push given to Make in India by Prime Minister after coming to power. Otherwise, armed forces have been at Make in India for last 20 years. And we were wanting, but there was always a lack of push. So thanks to that push, today entrepreneurs like Raj, supported by our incubation center, having a direct relationship with Department of Science and Technology, who support technology in the country, would bring what a wonderful technology from China. And I must make a very big clarification over here, that China is one country who never compromises quality when it comes to defense technology. And if you read and study the Chinese military prowess, they have focused on all the seed technologies, whether making an aircraft, making a helicopter, whether renewable energy, whether supporting the systems on the sea, submarine technology. Even in nuclear power, they will be the first one to show to the world what is thorium energy all about. So we have to learn from them. And in China, entrepreneurs like Mr. Pang are given full freedom to develop and spend on R&D and produce and compete with Fleur. People dare to even talk about talk of buying technology. We can't even get an appointment from that company in America for 10 years if somebody wants to just talk of technology. And Raj has done that. I really congratulate him. And we are here to support all the technology, Make in India people from technology domain are looking forward to this facility coming up in India. And you'll be happy to know with his involvement, General Singla recently got a sanction from the army that we are not going to throw those devices because the technology provider asked us huge amount of money to replace certain things in the night vision devices. We are going to refurbish them. Thanks to his foray into the Bhabha Atomic Center and fusing the powers which are held with us. That is, in India, we lack is coordination. We do not work like in coordination with each other. All the different departments have all that kind of, like he developed nano machining for space, he developed nano machining for nuclear. But nobody knew that nano machining can do a great thing for armed forces. Thanks to his vision and support from our foundation, we have finally found the fuse. And there is a talk in the South Block. And of course, the result will be seen very soon, and I am sure he will take this challenge very seriously and help the armed forces to have control of technology at a much lower cost than what we are today having. Just a figure which I will quote, the first project which we are doing with him for refurbishment saves the Indian Armed Forces 1,000 crore in second financial year. That's a figure. It is huge saving. Thank you, Raj. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Narula. I'll now ask Major General to share his thoughts on this vision. But while I'm saying that, we also are very happy to inform you that Mahindra Defence Limited is also evinced very keen interest in partnering in setting up of this manufacturing technology. So that's a big boost even before we actually ventured into this project. Thank you. Major.
Good evening, and thank you very much for inviting me for this to share this press release. Most of it, what the information was to be given, has already been given. But I'd like to just emphasize the importance of night vision devices in a soldier's life. Because of the adverse conditions where we have to fight the war and have to go to the borders, we need a vision by which we cannot see by naked eye. So it's a very important tool, an essential tool to have a visibility. Then only we can have destructive capabilities can be effective. So towards that, and night vision devices play a very big role into the efficiency of our. And it is not only for the security forces as far as the borders are concerned. This is very important for our police, for our criminal cases, where today, as the technology is advancing, the people coming, the criminals are also becoming very advanced. So they are finding new ways to do up a job where detection is becoming more and more difficult. So it is not that this very niche technology which Mr. Raj has brought to India, it was not available in India. So as it has already been said, it will be a great effort towards a Make in India, where there will be a huge cost saving, not only for our defense forces, but our home affairs ministries and all other ministries also, which will help us in establishing this thing. And because this is a technology which is restricted to very few countries abroad, mostly Western, US and Western, and of course Israel is what another amount, it will also bring out a lot of export revenue for our country. So this will help in, this is a starting point. This is one part of a night vision devices. And coupled with it, other parts, when they are combined together, if we go into a system, it will become a very important thing for us. So we should thank Mr. Raj for starting this process, which eventually not very soon, I am very sure that very soon we will have our own fully produced night vision devices to give a service to our country's security, as internal as well as external security. That is most important for us. And this technology, though there are claims that there are very cool technologies also, But in our country where the weather is not so humid, the uncooled technology will give us, if not 100%, at least 90% of capability of detecting anything. And then we can always migrate to cooled technology, which becomes very expensive. Whereas uncooled technology is easily, it may be 1/3 of expense or 1/4 of an expense. And that is affordable, and most of the things that it is required is uncooled is sufficient. Cooled is required in a very specific areas for which we can still afford to buy out. But if 3/4 of our expenditure can be taken care of, I think we should all be happy as Indians. Thank you very much. I must thank Mr. Raj and Mr. Frank for offering us this technology for our security. Thank you very much.
Guys, if anybody has questions, then please, yeah.
Is it a contract between the government of India or is it a Maharashtra Goa? How many India has set up industry?
So this is presently we have it's a private company tie-up, but we are now already in Mahindra Defence has already come ahead in partnering this technology. But it's a very good question you asked, because what happened was Indian Institute of Technology a few years back they commenced their journey into trying to make some sensors. So I was explaining, as Major General said, we have a spectrum of night vision which starts from 3 micron to 14 microns, and 3 to 5 microns is the sector which is wherein the cooled sensor works very effectively because of the humid temperature conditions. But this was a challenge, and Indian Institute of Technology has gone far ahead in this technology, and they have immense keen interest that with the complete buyout of uncooled sensors, there could be a complementing way of approach from Indian Institute. We are talking to them. More importantly, when I met Mr. Parikarji, the former Defence Minister in Delhi, actually the concept started from there, and he told me that you have everything. You have a design, you have the lenses, you have the objective eyepiece, but you don't have a detector. Go ahead and get one detector technology.
I understand regarding your message of press release, they have set up the Goa and Maharashtra, so effectively set up the factory industry. So what is the static area and how much area for?
We
6 months, you have 1 year. What is the plan? Venture which is China companies or direct only to Indian corporate companies, defense or whatever, Reliance, Navals, whatever it may be, already direct.
This technology is a direct buyout from Delhi. Almost majority of the technology has been bought over. There's only a few chips which will come in as a mechanical hardware to set it up. We are given the option by the Economic Development Corporation of Goa, because they are very keen, and Goa is my hometown, honestly, and I feel that this thought process of me venturing into bringing this detector technology into India was only after Mr. Parikarji actually proved me into it, and he is very keen that this facility be set up in Goa. And if he does that, he is also will involve the Economic Development Corporation of Goa to offer us the funding facility. Because till today, sir, the problem is this technology is not only complex, but it is also a very high-priced technology. And complexity is one part, but the most important part is, once you start producing it, the rejection levels. One of the biggest limitation that most of our entrepreneurs have is that the worry, the risk that the rejection levels doesn't make the project viable, which is where we come into play. We ensure that the rejection levels are minimal, and it's a superb technology that we are buying from Delhi. So, which will not only meet the surveillance requirements, it also meet the military requirements, it also meet the border security force requirements, the homeland and security, the commercial domain, as well as normal, any other device. So the entire spectrum of the night vision and thermal imaging will be covered in this technology. We are not restricting it to any part because we are also offering the surveillance actually. And more importantly is that we will be offering it at a much better price. The price will be very competitive. That is our main focus. And it's really, I am not aware, many people know about it, but our Prime Minister's step to this Make in India is the only way that we could approach global technology providers. And I'm happy to say that most of the global technology providers respect India a lot, respect our Prime Minister a lot, respect the Make in India concept a lot, and which is why today we see a lot of technologies coming in under Make in India. And uncooled sensor is going to be a game changer. It's going to be a game changer for the night vision for the Indian Army. We have Mr. Joshinji from Coastal Board, because he's also come here and he's also quite excited. Everybody is excited about this technology. Globally, I have received a lot of responses in the last 2 days that the Make in India concept is really a fantastic thing that is happening for us, because so the market is huge. The market will touch almost 3.6 to 4 billion in the next 3 years, 3 to 5 years. So we are moving towards this. We have taken a quantum jump, and we really thank our Prime Minister. I repeat this again, because otherwise without this would not have been possible actually. I hope I answered your question. Yeah. Any more questions, please?
जो आयात भारत में किया जाता है वो अमेरिका और फ्रांस, इसके अलावा आप बताइए कि उसके मुकाबले में आपका जो प्रोडक्ट होगा सस्ता होगा, टिकाऊ किस हद तक होगा? क्योंकि कहा जाता है कि चाइना का छाता भारतीय बरसात में टिक नहीं पाती है, और दूसरे की सामान है जो बाजार में टिक नहीं पाते। तो आप ये जो उत्पादन बनाने जा रहे हैं, उत्पादन पुलिस के लिए, सेना के लिए और जो अर्धसैनिक वाले हैं उनके लिए किस तरह से किफायती होगा?
मैं पहले आपका जवाब दूंगा और फिर मैं नरूला साहब से भी आपका कमेंट्स करूंगा। अब ये जो टेक्नोलॉजी है इसमें कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं होती। ओके, एक टेक्नोलॉजी जब बनती है इसमें कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं होती। और हमने जब इसका डाटा कंपेयर किया तो हमने इसका डाटा फ्रेंच प्रोडक्ट के साथ कंपेयर किया, और वायबल डाटा मतलब इसका पिक्चर है जो इमेज जो कलेक्ट करते हैं हम लोग, उसने हमने फ्रांस का भी डाटा कंपेयर किया, यूएस का भी डाटा कंपेयर किया। और मैं ये बोलने आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू से दिस कि ये टेक्नोलॉजी शायद कुछ हद से अच्छा भी है यूली से। एंड आई एम सेइंग दिस बिकॉज देयर इज अ स्पेसिफिकेशन इन दिस व्हिच इज द NETD वैल्यूज, द नॉइज इक्विवेलेंट टेम्परेचर डिफरेंसेस, दे कैन गो एट अ वेरी लो मिली केल्विन वैल्यू। तो ये एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है। चाइना में जैसे कर्नल नरूला साहब अभी आपसे बात भी करेंगे कि जो हाई एंड टेक्नोलॉजी है वहां पर चाइना का टेक्नोलॉजी कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करते। दूसरी बात ये है कि हम ये टेक्नोलॉजी टॉप ऑफ द लाइन होंगे, इसमें कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं होगा, और इसका कॉस्टिंग भी जब हम प्रोडक्ट ऑफर करेंगे एटलीस्ट इट विल बी 25% चीपर देन यूएस अमेरिकन एंड द प्रेजेंट इंपोर्ट वैल्यू। दैट सेकेंडली, आज जब फ्रेंच वाला जब सप्लाई करता है तो उसको एक्सपोर्ट लाइसेंस देना पड़ता है और उसके बाद उसको इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता है। जब हम ये इधर बनाएंगे हमारा मतलब रेडी प्रोडक्ट हम 5 यूनिट भी दे सकते हैं, 10 यूनिट भी दे सकते हैं। आज फ्रेंच वाले अगर 5 यूनिट लेना चाहते हैं तो उनका प्राइस अलग होता है। जैसे मैं आपको बोलता हूँ, अगर हम लोग अगर 2-5 यूनिट लेते हैं तो फ्रेंच वाला कम से कम 1500 यूरो या 1800 यूरो चार्ज करता है, जबकि उसकी कॉस्ट इज अराउंड 900 यूरो। बट वो क्वांटिटी, वो तो रूल है, थंब रूल है, the more you buy the less is the price, but with this technology we will offer even 2 for the same price। आप 2 भी लोगे तो आपको वही $900 में हम दे देंगे, मतलब इक्विवेलेंट रुपीस में। ये एक बहुत ही बड़ा एडवांटेज है। सेकेंडली, हमको यहाँ पर कोई क्लियरेंस नहीं चाहिए, कोई एक्सपोर्ट लॉ नहीं है, कोई रेगुलेशन नहीं है, ऑफिशियल क्लियरेंस है पूरा। और हम लोग जो है कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं कर रहे। हम सर्वेलेंस को, क्या होता है कि ये जो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो पिक्सल के ऊपर डिपेंड होता है। जब ये सर्वेलेंस के लिए वेरी हाई एफिशिएंसी चाहिए तो उसका पिक्सल है 1024/768, फिर मिलिट्री के लिए 640/480 होता है, फिर बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी फोर्स, पुलिस फोर्स के लिए 388 वाला, एंड देन वी गो डाउन टू 160 and 180। ऑल दीज विल बी readily available, entire product range होगा, टेक्नोलॉजी में कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं होगा, प्राइस का 25%, और हम लोग जो पहला लॉट देंगे उसको प्रूव करने के बाद ही पैसे लेंगे सब. That is the way we are going to go actually. करण साहब, आपको कुछ you want to share something?
बस आपका पहली बात तो आपका क्वेश्चन बहुत अच्छा था, मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई आपने ये सवाल किया, बिकॉज हम भारतीय सेना में हमारे दिमाग में इस टाइप का माइंडसेट है, क्योंकि हम भी बाहर से जो अखबार में और मीडिया में पढ़ते हैं कि चाइना का छाता हिंदुस्तान की बारिश को नहीं झेल पाता है, ऐसा ये हमने भी सुना होगा. और somehow I had this gut feeling कि this question will come, and you will be happy to know that when I gave this example of defense technology, I am a geopolitical expert. I was also in Institute of Defense Studies and Analysis for 2 years, working on national security policy. So that time, my China desk, where I used to have this debate like a joke, like a evening party joke. With authority I am telling you, sir, that China doesn't compromise on technology when it comes to national defense. They make sure that their academia, that is IIT, which Rajbhai was just mentioning, and their industry get full support of the Chinese government. Their way of working is very, very different. But that doesn't mean we adopt their way of working. The point is we have to learn a very big lesson, and we have learned that over a period of last 20 years, and we realized that certain technologies, if today 80% of global market of solar energy is serviced by China, there must be something good in that technology. Why would America accept that technology? If there is aircraft carriers and aircraft made by China which are competing with Gripens of the world, there must be something good in that technology. So their military application technologies always have very, very niche technology, and all the universities and academia, they work together, and this is the patented technology. Very rarely, they don't, everybody talks, China has different patent laws, but they know what they make, and they know what will be used by their soldiers on the ground. And thanks to the geopolitical bonhomie with India and China, we were able to convince the management of Delhi, and Raj is able to give this milestone. And this will be a milestone, because most of the people run towards Europe for niche technologies. This is the first time he will prove, and with our support, we are giving him full support from our incubation center, that we will prove that China or no China, technology is technology. If it's a gem, it remains a gem. You find it on the beach of Malad, or you find it in China.
Yes.
Firstly, thank you for inviting us for this conference.
Yeah.
One question I wanted to ask is, are there any existing players in India who are making night vision devices based on this technology, or are you the first one who's going to be making?
Thanks, Siddharth, for this question. Actually, if you see, we have players, who produces night vision devices and thermal images, and BL is the main PSU which is offering right now, contributing significantly to the Indian Army in the night vision devices, and to a certain extent in the Air Force. And then we have Tata's also offering Sonbo imaging, but they are all offering complete systems. Now, nobody in India makes detectors. Nobody in India makes uncooled sensors. Nobody in India makes cooled sensors, cooled detectors, and nobody. Even the Europeans depend on ULIS. The Americans depend on FLIR, but FLIR has got a huge market share in the US region. So basically, you have, if you look at the manufacturer, it's only FLIR, the forward-looking infrared X-ray, which is very good, and we have ULIS. Dali is probably the third most prominent shareholder in the market, because I think it occupies almost 12% of this market share, and FLIR I think is around 28 to 30, probably more. Those figures are not really disclosed, because the US figures are not really disclosed, because these are very huge requirement. Because if you see every weapon site in India, so almost there are 2.5 lakhs or 3 lakhs of weapons. So every weapon needs a site, and every site needs an uncooled. as Major General said, there's a huge difference between a cooled and an uncooled price actually, and that's why most of the buyers are very keen to go in for uncooled sensors. And it's probably too early to say, but that's what our vision is. We don't want the buyer to spend that extra bit of money when we can try to meet most of the requirements on uncooled sensors. And Dali continuously does R&D. They have significantly invested in this R&D technology to build these sensors, because it's a journey that they went for almost 8 years before they could actually get a product. And for the last 4 years they have been in the market supplying more than 50,000. So this is why, but everybody looks upon India as the market only because our Prime Minister's vision of Make in India. Otherwise, Dali was prominently for the last 2 years, but it was very difficult for anyone to import technology, bring it into India. Now Make in India has made it so simple, and every technology provider is very keen to transfer major technology into the providers, and India has excellent heads. We visited some of the IIT facilities along with Mr. Pang, and Mr. Pang is really quite excited, surprised to know that India could do to such an extent in the Indian Institute of Technology. So if we have the platform, we can take it ahead. So this is what I am trying to do. We have a technology, we have very good manpower, we have got very good people like IndusInd Bank to listen to us, to understand us, and also join hands with us. And I don't think, I am very sure, I am making this statement even the press, in front of the press and the media, that this will not fail at any cost. India will be equipped with this technology. All the soldiers will get some wonderful systems, very good in terms of technical specification, and get much better in price. I hope I have answered your question. Thank you. Any more? Yeah.
I'll just try to add here. You see, it is not the equipment that once sold is over. We import the equipment and it has got a life. After life, it requires a repair and refurbishment. Now, most of the foreign vendors from whom we buy the equipment, they charge exorbitant prices for providing the repair and service cover. So if we have our own technology, that cover, that repair and process, that cost will come to maybe 10% of what they are asking us to pay for. So that will be a big saving for us.
आइए सर, आपका क्या सवाल था?
मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि अगर ये टेक्नोलॉजी आप ला रहे हैं, इसमें से कितने लोगों को रोजगार मिलेगा इस चीज में?
बहुत ही बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है साहब। यही एक पॉइंट है जहाँ पर हम लोग, जो कि गोवा गवर्नमेंट ये एंगल से देख रहे हैं, क्योंकि उनको ये टेक्नोलॉजी गोवा में आने से वहाँ पर काफ़ी लोगों को एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिल सकता है, मिलेगा रादर। और ये क्या होता है कि सेटअप के ऊपर होता है। जैसे अभी हम लोगों का प्रोडक्शन प्लांट होगा अगर 30,000 पर एनम सेटअप करने का, तो हम लोग कम से कम 500 से लेके 700 डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट का एम्प्लॉयमेंट का प्रोविजन हो जाएगा इसमें। बट ये तो बस शुरुआत है साहब। इसमें जो है क्वांटिटीज काफ़ी बढ़ सकती है, और मैं ये भी बोल सकता हूँ कि इसमें मल्टीफोल्ड, मतलब आज हम 30,000 की बात कर रहे हैं, जैसे हम हमारे टेक्नोलॉजी प्रोवाइडर ने कहा है कि ये मॉड्यूलर कॉन्सेप्ट है। तो अगर सपोज 30,000 से 60,000 जाते हैं तो हमारा प्रोडक्शन, अपना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कॉस्ट कम होता है, क्योंकि हमारा प्लेटफॉर्म। तो हर एक टेक्नोलॉजी प्रोवाइडर का यही आइडिया रहेगा कि वो प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाता रहे, क्योंकि क्वांटिटीज और रिक्वायरमेंट आए जाएंगी, और इसीलिए एम्प्लॉयमेंट तो बढ़ता रहेगा, जॉब्स का प्रोविजन और अच्छा रहेगा। ठीक है सर। और एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस? यस, एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस?
काम कसं करणार?
मराठीमध्ये बोलू ना। काय असतं की आपले जवानांना रात्रीचं काम करावं लागतं, पण त्याला रात्र म्हणजे दिवस असायला पाहिजे। आता रात्रीचं आपल्याला काही दिसत नाही, बरोबर। आणि ह्यामध्ये काय असतं की एक ऑप्टिक्स असतात, म्हणजे मेटल एलिमेंट्स असतात, ते आपल्या माणसाचं हीट आहे ना, ते कॅप्चर करतात. ओके, डिस्टन्स असतो 600 मीटर, 1 किलोमीटर, 1.5 किलोमीटर, 2 किलोमीटर, 4 किलोमीटर. ते हीट कॅप्चर केलं ना ऑप्टिक्सने, तर ते डिटेक्टर करतो. हा डिटेक्टर डिटेक्ट करतो, त्याला कन्वर्ट करतो आणि ते इमेज आणतो. ते आपण असं बघतो, त्याच्यावर इमेज आणतो. पण हे डिटेक्टर जर तर नसलं, तुमच्याकडे चांगलं ऑप्टिक्स असले, चांगलं डिझाईन असेल, फायदा काही नाही ऍक्च्युली. आणि हा मेजर प्रॉब्लेम होता. त्यामुळे काय होत होतं की एक सपोज एक आज थर्मल इमेजर, एक साधा थर्मल इमेजर आपण एक स्टँडर्ड बघतो, तो 5 लाखाचा असेल किंवा 6 लाखाचा, तो विनाकारण तो 8-8.5 लाखाचा होता. कारण का? आपल्याकडे डिटेक्टर नाही. आपल्याला डिपेंड करावं लागतं फ्रेंच मॅन्युफॅक्चरवर, आपल्याला डिपेंड करावं लागतं कोणी दुसऱ्याकडनं, फ्रेंचकडनं आणायचं. आज हे जर तर डिटेक्टर आलं ना साहेब, मी तुम्हाला सांगतो 25 ते 30% सहज कमी होईल. आणि आमचा हेतू हेच आहे. माझं कॉन्ट्रीब्युशन गव्हर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडियाला हेच आहे की आपण जेवढं काय असेल ती टेक्नॉलॉजी प्रोव्हाइड करायची, niche technology but at a competitive price, so the user will get a product which is as good as what he was using or much better and at yet 30% lesser cost. हे प्रिन्सिपल आहे. तर त्या डिटेक्टरचं काय असतं की आपलं कसं एक वेफर असतो, त्याच्यावर रोज असतात आणि कॉलम्स असतात. ते रोज आणि कॉलम जे आहे ना, ती एफिशियन्सी डिटेक्ट करते की आपण किती लांब बघू शकतो. 5 किलोमीटर लांब बघू शकतो किंवा 4 किलोमीटर लांब बघू शकतो, किंवा थोडे आपले बॉर्डर सिक्युरिटी फोर्सेस वरला आपल्याला 1.5 किलोमीटरचं चालेल. ह्याच्यामध्ये 3 पॅरामीटर असतात. एक तुम्ही इमेज डिटेक्ट करा, एक तुम्ही इमेज रेकग्नाइज करा आणि आयडेंटिफाय करा. म्हणजे रेकग्निशन, डिटेक्शन, रेकग्निशन, आयडेंटिफिकेशन. रेकग्निशन मध्ये आपले सोल्जर्स विल देन आयडेंटिफाय अँड टेक फर्दर ऍक्शन. So recognition today, most of the soldiers need anything from 1.5 to 2.2 kilometers, and that is what we are going to offer to all the soldiers. Very unique and at a better price. And off the shelf detectors. एकाने मला विचारलं होतं, they asked me when is going to function. We plan to have the production by August. Thank you. Any questions? Anyone? Yes.
तुम्ही बोला की 25,000 20% आपल्याला हे मिळू शकतं. किती अमाऊंट
अंदाजे सांगतो ना तुम्हाला. आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल आता काय आहे की इट व्हेरीज फ्रॉम व्हेरियस डिटेक्टर्स. सो आय विल टेक अ स्टँडर्ड 640 by 480 pixel which is for military applications. So today a French and I am taking a ballpark figure and I am taking bulk quantity. So today mostly these French companies are offering it for almost 75,000 roughly 75,000. But with I don't know private la duty वगैरे लागतं. Government may not have to pay duty because it has to be imported. We will offer it for less than 65,000 and ready, available, no export, no import, in rupees, ready product.
25,000.
70 French 75 असेल, आपला 65 असेल. पण साहेब तो जो आहे डिफरन्स less than that is a significant difference because quantities जास्त असतात तिकडे साहेब. क्वांटिटीज आर मोर. दुसरं काय असेल मग आम्ही व्हॅल्यू एडिशन करून कम्प्लीट सिस्टमला आणखी फर्दर डिस्काउंट देतो. द होल थर्मल इमेजर कॅन बी ॲट अ मच लोअर कॉस्ट दॅन व्हॉट प्रेझेंटली anticipated. It is going to be a very unique, it is really very unique, and I am telling, as Colonel Narula said, that in the next 2 years, I read one book of Abdul Kalam ji, India 2020, and he said that India is going to be superhuman. And in 2014-2015, I was wondering how this can happen, and I think I keep on repeating this, but I think that the platform has been created by our Prime Minister, and today we see amazing technologies coming into India. We are seeing joint ventures being done We are seeing a lot of guns being upgraded with some fantastic products under Make in India actually. So that's the whole purpose behind it actually. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.